Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Katie, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about observational learning. Let's take a step back into the 1960s to check it out. Oh look, it's Albert Bandura himself here to teach us about it.
Oh, hello there. Where'd you come from? Sure, I can explain the basics of my theory to you. I studied observational learning as an aspect of my social learning theory. There are 4 parts to it. Attention. The first part of the learning occurs when the child notices something that catches their attention. This is the beginning factor in the observation. Retention is the next step using cognitive process to form a memory of the behavior they have noticed. Motor reproduction. This means that the child must be physically capable of performing the behavior they observed. A 4-year-old may view their mom doing the dishes, but may not have the physical skills to move in that way and reproduce the action. And finally, reinforcement. A child will reproduce their behavior more if they are rewarded for it. This also means they will avoid it if they realize there is a punishment associated.
Oh, okay, it's all starting to make sense now. I think I'm starting to understand.
Perfect. I'm glad. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, actually there is. Could I share a few examples of observational learning that I've encountered during my time working with children?
Sure thing, Miss Katie. I'd love to hear.
I once worked with a 4th grade girl who used to wear makeup to school. We found out that she mimicked and copied how to apply it by watching YouTube videos. Another child I worked with would cry whenever she observed her older sister crying. She did this whether she was upset or not. A personal example I have is from my time in grade school. Seeing other students sit out of recess for snowball fights immediately deterred me from participating in them.
Those are all great examples of observational learning theory. Here is one you might notice in the classroom. A child observing the teacher during the lesson may then find that he or she has the skills to teach that lesson to another student just by observing how the teacher instructed the class.
Thanks for that, Mr. Bandura. Is it true that negative behaviors can be learned from this too?
Yes, I ran a famous experiment with the Bobo doll in which children learned and exhibited aggression from observing adults being rough with the doll. Another motivating factor for children in this theory is wanting to be accepted by their peers.
Overall, it seems like you've had some great ideas about how students learn. Thanks for sharing with us. I can now see how observational learning has affected students I've worked with in the past. I'll keep this in mind when I have my own classroom someday.
Glad to help.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night.